Sure. Excited to get a win. It's good to be back on that side of things after a couple of tough losses. Good to be home as well, play in front of a home crowd, even though the weather was bad. We had a lot of folks come out. We appreciate them coming out and kind of fighting through the wet and cold to support our guys. But we came out, I thought, really, really hot in the first quarter with a ton of energy. Had a little bit of a letdown in the second quarter. I thought Texas State did a phenomenal job of capitalizing on a couple plays to make it close and then challenge the guys at halftime, and they came out and played a great third quarter and put things away. So good response considering all that we've been through the last few weeks and just kind of where our heads were at going into this one. Hopefully it builds some confidence leading into the Monroe game. We need to find a way to win, and the guys, they know what kind of position we put ourselves in. We got to win out, and we've got to do everything we can to improve and get better. And I think they're taking that to heart and working in that way, and you can see it on the field, Saturday night at times throughout the game where we've gotten better at some stuff. So got out of it pretty healthy, nothing crazy. So that's one of the first times in a long time we haven't had a long list of injuries. So it was good to come out of it pretty much unscathed at the same time.
All right, thank you very much, Coach. Our first questions come from Luke Matheson with Red Wolf Report. Please go ahead, Luke.
Hey, Blake, you mentioned big third quarter, and obviously part of that was Nathan Page and his 2 interceptions. He's named Defensive Player of the Week. Just your thoughts on how he played Saturday night?
Well, that was the best game he's played at the position. I think he's just gaining confidence each week. He didn't start the season as a starter. It was really a role player and has been thrown into that mix full time as things have changed. And he's obviously got the ability, but he's still young. I mean, he's a true sophomore, hasn't redshirted. That's a lot to ask of a young guy. I think he just gets more and more confident as he gets comfortable with the techniques that we're asking him to play. And I thought he and Jeremy both played more competitively at the point of attack, and his ball skills took over. He was able to play the ball like a wideout there on both those plays. They were both difficult catches. A lot of guys don't make those plays, but he did, and they were huge for us to get them off the field.
I know past couple of years the game against ULM has kind of been a shootout and really big game for you guys. What are your major concerns with the Warhawks on both offense and defense this year?
Well, the quarterback for them, he's so good at what they do, and you're right, they've always been able to find a way to score points. And down there a couple of years ago, having to score 67 to win it, I sure hope we're not in that environment again. But they do concern you. I think Matt does a great job with their offense. They're very balanced. They make you defend everybody. Defensively, Mike Collins is one of the better guys in the league and veteran guys in the league, and has a good idea what he wants to do. And then you've got the environment itself. You just know it's not going to be a ton of energy in the place. There's plenty to be worried about. But we're just trying to focus on us, see if we can get a little bit better, and hopefully that's enough to get a win 2 weeks in a row.
And obviously no guys injured Saturday night. Do you have any guys that may be coming back either this week or anytime soon?
Takua should be better at this point with another week under his belt and feeling more like himself. I think that could be helpful, obviously, to the interior of the defensive line. Beyond that, it's hard to say. I think we're just still kind of fighting through some bumps and bruises, and some guys are playing a little beat up. But we definitely didn't get any worse, which is for the first time maybe all year we come out of a game without adding people to the list. We're just able to kind of maintain and keep working on getting guys feeling better.